Kumusta? My name is Victor, and in today's video, I want to share my thoughts and experiences with the newest Oppo flagship, which is the Oppo Find X7 Ultra. Now, in the past month, I went to 2 trips, and one of which I went to Barcelona, and Oppo invited me to the Mobile World Congress to go with them and to test out this device. And with such beautiful city, and it's just so photogenic there, the architecture, the people, like the whole vibe, the whole atmosphere is amazing in Barcelona. You won't stop taking photos and content or whatever you do with your photos, memories, right? Anyways, I brought these 2 setups with me, a dedicated camera setup and the Find X7 Ultra. Long story short, I pulled the Find X7 Ultra more than the camera because one, it's so convenient. It just rests in my pocket, and if I do need to take a photo, I just grab it from my pocket, snap, and I'm done. I have the capability of shooting JPEG, RAW, portrait mode if I really wanted to, and it's got 4 lenses, technically 4 cameras, but 4 lenses starting with your wide angle 14mm. The second one, the main camera, the 1x camera, is a 23mm. The 2x camera is actually just a crop version of the 1x, which is equivalent to 47mm. And the 3x camera is 72mm. And lastly, the 6x is 135. So with this phone, you've already got like 4, 5, 6, 7 lenses in here. Like, it covers you from 14mm to 135mm, and that's amazing. Like, I don't have to switch lenses. This is basically a zoom lens compressed into one tiny phone. So you can easily see the convenience. Like, you just snap a photo, frame it as you like, and you're done. You can edit if you really wanted to. And the files that's coming from the Find X7 Ultra is great. So I started shooting RAW with this camera because that's what I'm used to, right? When you're shooting RAW files, there's 2. Usually it's compressed and uncompressed. The uncompressed RAW file, photo RAW file of this camera is insane. It's 100 megabytes, it's around 100 megabytes per photo. And that's like similar to the GFX 100. That's a medium format camera, right? And then I was like, well, I really don't need to shoot RAW because these are social posts. I don't need to have full flexibility. I switched to JPEG, and even if I edited those photos, I could still get the colors that I want. Now, mind you, if you're shooting JPEG, make sure you expose properly because you won't have that flexibility, because the RAW file will give you kind of like a more dynamic range to play around in post. If we take a look at JPEG and RAW, there's not much difference. Especially for social media posts, especially if you're just keeping this as memories, you won't need to shoot RAW at all. Now, if you're checking emails, managing emails, let's say you have remote work or you have business in mind, or even just, checking social media, multitasking, everything is here. You have 4 powerful cameras. You've got a powerful OS. You've got an amazing screen. You've got just the overall flagship of Oppo is here. And I think overall mobile photography is making its waves. Like, this phone rivals the cameras that are sold like $1,500 and under. This is with 4 lenses already. Imagine if you buy a camera under $1,500, you still have to buy a lens, or it comes with a kit lens, which is really not that great. You are going to look for another lens. You want it sharp, you want it beautiful, you want it a fast lens at 1.8. So then we go back to the convenience. We're back to a phone. Now, some of us are photography fans, and I totally get it. One thing that I miss is me hitting that shutter button and, feeling the shutter click. I would still do a combination of both because I enjoy taking photos with my phone and instantly post it on social media or whatever, send it to friends and family. And I also enjoy shooting with a dedicated camera because it has that overall experience, right? And as you can see in my Barcelona photos, I'm well satisfied with the outcome with mobile photography, especially that's coming from a flagship phone. And I use the Sony a7C II to film B-roll for videos, and mainly this was my photography camera. In terms of video, I wasn't able to get the results that I wanted for this one. I'm hoping that in the next couple of years, they would try to compete with the Apple log so that, you know, filmmakers, mobile filmmakers are happy as well, so that we can do photo and video with just our phone. Now, the Oppo Find X7 Ultra also has the Oppo AI Eraser, which means that you can erase some things on your photo on your phone, and then the AI would just, you know, fill it out for you so that, you know, if you're removing people, signs, or I don't know, something in the background, you can freely do so with just your phone. Now, it's pretty decent. Like, it's not going to be like, you know, you did a Photoshop magic, but, you know, having it on a phone, again, convenience wise, you don't need to go onto the computer and then edit it out on Photoshop or use AI or whatever. Like, it's there. Like, sometimes you just do need to do a few passes, but me and the other ambassadors for the Find X7 Ultra were able to manage like really good results. Now, as a consumer, is it powerful enough? Yes, of course. Like, it's a flagship phone. It's smooth, the screen is nice, and everything is responsive. Again, it's like a mini computer. I started editing on this. I downloaded Lightroom Mobile on this phone. I tried it on my Apple devices before. I just did not like editing on phones until this one, because one, it's fast enough. I can just bring the stuff that I captured and apply my LUT and then adjust accordingly. I don't need to have the workflow where I have to connect it to my computer, edit it on Lightroom, and then bring it back to my phone and then upload it, right? Everything's here. It's convenient. Now, what would I take for travels now? Do I stick with the flagship phone, the Oppo Find X7 Ultra, or do I bring my Sony a7C II with a small pancake lens? I will still bring both because I still prefer the video on the Sony cameras. And actually, spoiler alert, the sensors on the cameras in here are also Sony sensors. So technically, I'm still shooting Sony with the Oppo phones. It's just the colors are tuned by Hasselblad and the lenses as well. So that's what you're getting. What a time to be alive. If you guys have any questions about the Oppo Find X7 Ultra, feel free to comment down below. And I'm also curious to know what you're bringing in your next trip, vacation. Are you bringing a phone or are you bringing a dedicated camera? Let me know, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.